Hey, how are you? This is Chris Verselli. Hey, thanks a lot for joining me again. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch the previous videos, and hopefully by watching those videos you have started to develop a much bigger picture and much bigger vision for what you want out of your life. You know, the whole point of these videos is to do a couple things. One is to get you to dream bigger, to set the bar higher, to really expand your vision for what you want your life to look like, and to really set some big goals for yourself. And on the flip side is to give you some practical keys as to how you can do that and how you can implement strategies to succeed at accomplishing your goals. Now, in the last video, I mentioned that I would be revealing to you a tool that would help you to do this faster and easier than you ever thought possible. Well, I'm actually going to talk to you about that tool, and I'm going to talk to you about some of the other supportive and bonus items that I've put together in this very, very special offer that I want to make available to you today. All right, so we talked about in the first video how to set a SMART goal. Okay, and I talked about how a goal needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Okay, now this is something that not everyone has really had experience with doing, and you know, that's okay. It's often a new piece of information that many people have a challenge with implementing, but I'm going to make sure that I give you some tools to help you to accomplish this. I'm going to tell you about that here in a second. But in the second video, I talked about finding the why, and I talked about how we need to have some benefits, some things that will make us happy when we achieve our goal, and also some things that will make us unhappy if we don't achieve our goal. Okay, these are key things that we need in order to stay motivated, and sometimes even just to get motivated to accomplish the goal. We need to go through this list and figure out those things. All right, and then in the third video, I talked about the how. How we're actually going to implement this. And I talked about how we need things like visual reminders, okay? Daily checklists, okay? And we need accountability to others, okay? Now, these are really, really important things. We have to have ways to remind ourselves every single day of the things that we need to do every single day, because very few goals get achieved without us taking some sort of action, if not on a daily basis, on a semi-daily basis, okay? Because if we start to miss a few days of taking action on something, we begin to lose momentum. And when we lose momentum, we become unmotivated, and we end up just kind of going back to where we were before. And this is not what I'd like to see happen to you, whether you have some sort of health goal or a business goal or a career goal or a financial goal or a relationship goal. It doesn't matter what kind of goal you have, okay? Goals are goals are goals. Goals require some specificity, some really specific targeted detail as to what exactly you're trying to accomplish and when you plan to accomplish it. They also require you to find the motivation for why you're doing it and really make it personal. And then they require some practical steps to make sure that you do the specific daily things in order to make that happen. And I've been giving the example of a weight loss goal in the previous videos, and I'll give you a few examples of that in this video as well, as I show you these various tools that I put together for you. All right, so that's what we've gone over so far. So the first thing that I'm going to make available to you is a set of worksheets, okay, that's going to help you to lay out a SMART goal and also help you to lay out the why. All right, so on these worksheets, you're going to have exercises that you can do, very simple ones, but ones that require some thought and some self-reflection to see kind of what exactly you want to accomplish and what kind of time frame do you want to accomplish it in, and why do you want to accomplish it. What's going to be better about your life if you get this done? What's going to be worse if you don't? Okay, and you probably have something in your mind right now. You're probably watching these videos because you have a goal in mind that you want to accomplish, and these exercises on these worksheets are going to really help you to put some more detail to that and really figure out the whys and the whats. shortcuts to your goal. And then as far as the practical stuff goes, okay, I'll give you a little background on this tool that I created. So about 2-3 years ago, I was in a position where I was really trying to accomplish some goals. Okay, I was trying to, get more disciplined with my exercise program. I was trying to build my business. I was trying to improve my marriage, and I was really just trying to improve my life, my spiritual life as well, and every facet of my life was something that was an area that I wanted to improve upon. And so I started to set goals for myself. I started to kind of do some introspection and figure out why I really want to accomplish these goals. And then I actually created a tool that helped me to adopt the daily behaviors that I needed to adopt in order to accomplish them. Okay, this tool was fantastic. I mean, for the first 2 weeks that I used this tool, I accomplished over 70% of my target behaviors. Okay, and in the following month, in the following full month of using this, I accomplished 87% of my daily behaviors. Okay, and in the following month, I accomplished 97% of my daily behaviors, and in the following month, I accomplished 100% of my daily behaviors. That means that I adhered to every single thing that I wanted to adhere to each and every day. Okay, and that was a progressive change, because I was developing habits, like I've been talking about in these videos. It takes time to do that, but this tool helped me accomplish that. And since then I've been able to really accomplish a lot of key things and stay on top of some things that have helped me to stay ahead of the game in a lot of areas of my life. And other people have used this and have had great success with it as well. Actually, one of my users said this was the best thing that he ever got for his business. And I want to make this available to you today, okay? Because this can work for anything, all right? And it's very simple. So I call this the Daily Scoreboard, okay? Now, that name is meaningful. I'll tell you why in a second, okay? But it has a very simple function to it, okay? It's just a simple dry erase board with some rows on one side to write down the daily behaviors that you want to perform each and every day that are related to your goal, okay? And then it has columns that represent each day of the week that you fill in based on your completion or on non-completion, okay? So let's give an example. All right, so we have the weight loss goal. All right, remember we had said that we want to lose 50 pounds and we want to do it in 12 months. And we talked about all the specific as to why. Okay, so now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. All right, so this is something that I help people with professionally. Help them to get to different health related type goals. Weight loss sometimes is one of them. So there's a few things that are common between every person that achieves this goal. One is that they exercise. All right. So we're going to put on here, do exercise, all right? Now we can define what that's going to be later, all right? Is that going to be walking? Is that going to be at the gym? Is that going to be on a treadmill? Those things are secondary to the fact that we just want to do something every single day, all right? Because you can have the best program in the world, but if you don't do it, it's worthless. So we're going to do exercise, all right? We're going to follow diet plan, all right? And again, many different diet plans out there. No one is far superior than another necessarily. The big key is which one are you going to actually do day after day, right? So that stuff's kind of ancillary to this primary piece of the puzzle. All right, drink water. All right, how much water? Well, that's different for each person. And part of what is included in this package is going to help you to figure out those things, okay? But this is kind of the core of it. And let's have one more. Let's say get 8 hours of sleep, all right? So let's just say that for you, the only thing that you wanted to accomplish right now was a health-related goal, okay? So we have these 4 behaviors that we have identified as being necessary to complete each and every day in order to accomplish our bigger long-term goal within the time frame that we have already predetermined we want to accomplish it in. All right, so I'm going to start it today. Okay, let's pretend that today is Sunday and I get off to a great start. So I take out my green marker, boom. I check off all 4 of these behaviors. All right, I did good today. Let's say Monday rolls around and I did okay on my diet. I drank my water. I got 8 hours of sleep, but I didn't quite get to my exercise. Okay, it's all right. Not striving for perfection, just striving for consistency. So I'm going to put an X there. All right. So the next day rolls around and this time I did pretty good. I'll put some checks there. All right, and then Wednesday comes around, and I don't know what the heck happened to me on Wednesday, but boy, I just wasn't feeling it that day. I didn't get my exercise done, I didn't follow my diet, I didn't drink my water, and I did not get 8 hours of sleep. It's okay. You know, I shouldn't be discouraged because I've already had a few pretty good days, so one poor day is not going to kill me. All right, so Thursday rolls around, now I'm super motivated again, boom, I'm going to bang them all out. All right. So then, because this is my first week and I'm getting kind of used to this new behavior set, you know, hey, I didn't do so well on Friday, and oh man, I went out on Saturday, and boy, it just threw me all off. All right. So looking back on my week, I can see that I had a pretty good mix of completions and non-completions. All right. Now here's where the scoring system comes in. So at the end of the week, I'm going to add these all up. So let's add up the X's first. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So down here on my final score, I've got a 13 in the loss column. All right. In the win column, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Boom. So the score for this week was 15 to 13, wins versus losses. So how did I do? I did okay. You know, I won more than I lost, okay? And that's the key, all right? As long as you are doing better than your loss column, you're actually positioning yourself for success. See, here's the thing that really discourages a lot of people. They think that it has to be an all or nothing thing. If they don't get it perfect every day, they should just give up. Well, we've just proven that that's not the way that we should interpret our week, right? But it's really hard to not interpret that when we don't have a clear recollection of how well we did in the days before we kind of slipped off the wagon, all right? Because usually if we have a couple days like this, Sunday rolls around and we're like, oh, I've been struggling for 2 days and, you know, I'm probably just going to struggle again. All right. But now we can look back and say, well, shoot, on Sunday I did great. On Tuesday I did great. On Thursday I did great. On Monday I almost was perfect. It's just these 3 days were kind of bad. So next week, yeah, I'm going to try to get even more in the win column and fewer in the loss column. All right. And this is a way to actually create this into a game. All right. To make your goal achievement more of a game instead of this pressure to do it perfectly every single time. All right, so that's how this works. Now the thing that I'm going to add on top of that is I'm going to give you access to a special Facebook page where you're going to be able to post pictures of your board if you want to and keep yourself accountable to a group of people, including myself. Okay, and you can use this if you want. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, but many people will find that this is going to help them achieve their goals faster and easier because they're going to be accountable to other people. Or you might just find that you want to be accountable to somebody you know personally. Maybe you and a friend want to invest in this board and you want to actually keep each other accountable by sharing pictures with each other on a regular basis. All right. The other thing is I'm going to give you some instructional videos that will take you through some various behaviors that you can do to actually accomplish a certain goal. So I'm going to have videos on health-related goals and broken down into different categories. I'm going to have videos on relationship goals. I'm going to have videos on business goals. I'm going to have videos on financial goals. and they're just going to kind of prime the pump for you. They're not going to be extensive, teachings. If you want to really get more in depth, I'll recommend like some books and resources that you can check out. But I'm going to give you some ideas to get the ball rolling, because a lot of people, they might get this and say, well, I don't know what to put on my board. Well, this set of videos is going to help you with that. All right, so all this stuff that I have laid out for you, all right, the SMART goal, the motivation checklist and worksheets, the scoreboard with the markers, with the eraser, as well as the access to the Facebook page and all the instructional videos, is freaking a no-brainer. Okay, it's dirt cheap. It's only 39 bucks for the whole thing. All right, now if you want the scoreboard sent to you through the mail, it's just an extra $6 in shipping and handling, and you're covered. All right, as long as you're within the United States. If you're outside the United States, then we'll have to figure out the shipping rate, and we'll have to let you know what that is before we agree to a certain rate. All right, so you'll be able to order this through the link here in this email, and go ahead and do that now while you're thinking about it. I don't know how long I'm going to let this offer go at this price, because I know that there's going to be a lot of demand for it. And so just make sure you do that quickly, because you want to take action quickly, because that's what successful people do. Okay, successful people don't procrastinate. They take action immediately. They put things into action right away, and they accomplish their goals faster because of that. All right, so thanks a lot for joining me during this video series. I look forward to teaching you things through those trainings and interacting with you on the Facebook page and seeing you succeed in all your goals. All right, so this is Chris Verselli signing off. God bless, and I can't wait to see your success.